Hello guys, welcome to part 4 of the answers video, and I commend you if you guys are still watching. Probably most of you guys have given up by now. First question, who's my favorite non-gamer YouTuber? I really dig Kassem G. He's a funny guy that always makes me laugh. He always uploads funny stuff. He goes around and interviews people and gets hilarious reactions. And then my other favorite non-gamer YouTuber is probably Shane Dawson. I think that's his name. I watch his videos. Now, a lot of people don't like him, but I think he's a really funny guy that's really down to earth with people, and he does like a vlog, and he seems like a really nice guy. But back in the day when YouTube was, just a baby, I really loved Smosh and Niga Higa. Those were the guys, but now they're all like really professional, and I never see Niga Higa upload videos, and when he does, they're just not as good as how to be videos. And then Smosh, they've really lost their touch too, and I really don't laugh much from them anymore, and that kind of makes me sad because those guys were the veterans of comedy on YouTube. Do I have a toolbar? I'm working on one, and you guys will hear about that pretty soon. I know I've been delaying it for a while, and probably every other YouTuber has done a toolbar right now, but I am pretty lazy sometimes. Do I have any sort of disease? Yeah, I have two. I have Call of Duty AIDS, and then I have a disease called alopecia areata. And I know what you guys are thinking. That sounds like something a not four would say before he chucks a grenade in your face, but that's actually a real disease. It means hair loss in Latin. And back in December, I noticed my hair was coming out. And then by January, I had to go get it shaved, my hair, because I was basically bald and I had a really aggressive form of the disease. And there's a chance my hair might never grow back. And I was always known for having crazy long hair. And in the beginning it was hard, but I've gotten used to being bald, but I have not really I can wear a beanie to school and stuff, but I've really not gotten used to taking off my beanie in public. And it's definitely not normal to be bald at 15, but I cope with it, and eventually I'm gonna get used to it because it's really nothing life threatening, and I really should not be complaining because there's a lot people less fortunate out there than me. Do I like blondes? At my school, third period PE, there are some really, really hot blondes, not gonna lie. They look amazing on the outside, but I don't know about the inside. But yeah, there's some pretty hot blondes at my school, but yeah. Oh god. How do we get the old YouTube layout back? Is it possible? No, it is not. I remember they made everybody switch from the normal to like the beta style, and now the beta style is just the permanent style for YouTube layouts, and I've just gotten used to it and moved on, but I did like the old style. Do I recycle? Yes, I do. Have I ever played with Hutch? Yeah, one time he was on the other team, but I might get to talking to him soon. I don't know. Paper or plastic? I would have to go with paper. What is my favorite music? I like a lot of random songs in general. There's honestly nothing in particular I like. I don't like certain bands. I just love any random song I hear. I really like gaming songs that people make. It's kind of nerdy, but I like those Nazi zombie songs, some of them. But honestly, I love some old music, new music. I don't know. I love kind of all the viral songs that catch on to society these days. I'm not really into music as much as I wish I could be, but I don't really care what's on the radio. It's all cool for me. What is my favorite game of all time? Probably Resident Evil 4. I love that game to death. I played it so many times because the first time I played it was on the Wii and the controls were great. And Resident Evil 4 is probably my favorite game of all time. And Resident Evil 5 is probably the biggest letdown of all time. Coke or Pepsi? I would have to say Pepsi. Cherry Coke or Mountain Dew? I would have to say Mountain Dew. That stuff's pretty addicting. How good is my Turtle Beach headset, and would I recommend it? Yes, I would. I have Turtle Beach X1s for the Xbox 360, and I bought it at Walmart for $40, and that's about as cheap as you can get. They work fine. They do buzz when you have your plane charged in and your Turtle Beach going at the same time, but if you just unplug the plane charge, there's no buzzing. And there are a lot of wires, but definitely if you want a headset, which is pretty important to have in Modern Warfare 2 and the upcoming Call of Duties, it is worth it. Would you do anything crazy if the world was going to end? Yeah, I probably would. I'd probably, like, I don't know, steal some guns, go on a crazy rampage, or no, wait, that makes me sound crazy. I don't know what I would do, actually. Rob a bank. I don't know, just do something insane that's out of this world. What is my shoe size? I think I wear 11s last time I went. Do my parents know about the YouTube thing, and what do they think? My dad, I live with my dad most of the time, and my dad knows about the YouTube, and he doesn't like it, and my mom loves it, but I really don't go over to her house as much, so it's kind of annoying because my dad's always saying, nobody likes your videos and you're just wasting time. And then I'll just tell my dad, oh, yeah, sure, Dad, right. And then my mom's like, good job, honey, keep it up. So it's a pretty split situation. Why do I sound like a 12-year-old girl in my commentaries? That's a pretty damn good question. I honestly don't know. On Xbox Live, people say my voice sounds a lot different. And then in real life, my voice sounds even deeper, so I don't know why my voice goes to pussy mode when I talk in the mic for the commentaries. Okay, I love this next question. Are you a virgin? And he spelled it VERGIN. And then in parentheses, he put, I'm a bad speller. Yeah, I am. I just love the way that's spelled. And I already explained that in an earlier answer thingy. What do I feel about the new Modern Warfare 2 update, fixing the care package and all that? It was necessary, but am I happy with the game? I guess a little bit. What's my favorite sandwich ever? PB&J, always. What's my middle name? It is Roy. Why wasn't I in school when I recorded the question video? I had last week's off for Veterans Week, or President's Week, so I didn't have a school last week, and that's when I recorded it. Do I watch anime, and if so, what do I watch? Back in the day, I watched Naruto and stuff, and then that just kind of died out, and that got boring. And then I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender on TV, and then I got bored of that, and yeah. How do I feel about the upcoming games this year? Let's see. I want to buy the new Resident Evil 5 with that expansion. Even though Resident Evil 5 will never be as good as Resident Evil 4, it still was pretty fun. I'm obviously going to get the next Call of Duty this year. I want to rent Heavy Rain. And then I also want to play Splinter Cell Conviction and maybe Bad Company too. What's my favorite sport and team? The only sport I really don't mind watching is basketball. I like to watch a good game of basketball, whether it be college or professional or even just two teams playing at the park. And teams, I really don't have any preferences because our home team, the Kings, the Sacramento Kings, they suck pretty bad. But I remember back in like 2002, 2003, they were good. Made it to the playoffs, and they got gypped because the ref was a cheating asshole. Do I do my mom? No. Do I think C4 is good? With danger close. Do I watch porn? No. Can you help me snipe better? No. Go check out Moody Suede or Small Beans. They're pro snipers. Do I ever do 1v1? No. Man, I'm full of notes today. Chopper Gunner or AC-130? Chopper Gunner if you want a lot more kills. AC-130 if you want to look like a tactical badass. What do my friends think of school and my YouTube gaming and all that? They think it is pretty cool, actually. More and more people every day find out at school what I'm doing. And it's not going to be at one point where the whole school knows what I'm doing and they're always like checking out my videos, but it's definitely changing my how people know me at high school and stuff, and it's weird that people, I don't know, it's strange. Have I ever kissed a girl? Yes. South Park or Family Guy? I guess I have to say Family Guy. That's pretty funny. How come I never post third-person games? I don't know. I kind of consider third person a joke, but if you guys want me to do that, just leave a comment. Intervention or 50 cal? Probably the 50 cal. It's better in just about every way, but intervention is badass, so it just depends. Why aren't I on Machinima? That's a good question. Do I ever go negative on Modern Warfare 2, like 10 kills, 11 deaths, stuff like that? Yeah, sure, all the time. Modern Warfare 2 is probably the definition of random. Next question. Do I have a vagina? No, guys, I do not. Do I like ponies? Sure, why not? How many random friend requests do I get a day? Anywhere from 50 to 100. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop 3. Haven't you guys seen the commercial? How's life? Life is doing pretty good. Have you ever tried sucking your own guys, come on. What is up with all these questions? How big is your dick? Why do you guys want to know about my genitals so bad? Please tell me. Do I like Pokemon? Yes, I do. Pokemon Yellow was my first game ever, and I loved Pokemon Yellow back in the day. That was the best game to play. I stopped following Pokemon after like the Diamond and Pearl series because Pokemon at one point just got too outrageous with all these retarded Pokemon these developers are thinking of nowadays. But anyway, guys, that is all for part 4, and part 5 should be coming up next. So see you then.